Hello, guys. This is Pinky, the housewife, and I have a story for you today. Um, Let me just say everything is alleged. This is my opinion only, and this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Now, I'm going to also carry the same story on my second channel, Pink Global, as well. So it will be on Pink Global and also Pinky the Housewife. Okay. Um, let's go ahead and get the house rules out of the way first before I start with the story. Can you all go ahead and hit the like button? That's the thumbs up. So that's to keep me in the algorithm and also for you to also recommend me to other people that may like my content. So go ahead and hit that like button for me. And if you want to keep following me, you do have to subscribe to the channel. And I would love that if you subscribe to the channel. So if you can do those two things, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to go ahead and thank you right away so we can go ahead and get on with the matter at hand. All right. Today, we got breaking news today. The Isaac Hayes family sued Donald Trump to stop him from using their father's music. Um, so allegedly, he has been using their father's music for quite a while, all at his campaign rallies and everything. So they asked him to stop with no prevail. So I guess you can't tell him what to do, but somebody needs to tell him. So they had to sue in order to get him to stop. And because he has no license, that holds him off for a while. I'm going to go ahead and play the video so you can see. I have two different videos I'm going to play for you. The first one, I'm going to get it started now for you. Okay, let me just, and this first video is going to be with WREG News Channel 3. And the information will be in for both channels. I mean, for both videos will be in my description box below the video. Okay, so it's WREG News Channel 3. I'm going to go ahead and share that with you right now. Okay.
Information tonight about potential legal action against Donald Trump's campaign by the estate of Memphis music legend Isaac Hayes. The son of the R&B performer and songwriter says the family plans to sue over the use of the popular Hayes song. Our Shay Simon has that story.
At an NRA rally in 2022, you hear the song "Hold On, I'm Coming" playing as presidential candidate Donald Trump takes the stage. Fast forward to 2024, and Isaac Hayes' family has now sent this letter demanding the Trump campaign hold on to playing the song. Written by music legends Isaac Hayes and David Porter, the Sam and Dave song was originally released in 1966 in Memphis. Today, they say Trump's campaign has played it 134 times across the country.
Well, first of all, that's the power and the appeal of Memphis music. I must say that.
This letter lays out the family demands. $3 million paid in licensing fees, a clear statement that the Hayes estate does not endorse Trump, plus all videos featuring the song must be taken down.
Secondly, I am told that from a copyright perspective, copyrighted music cannot be used and should not be used without the consent of the copyright owners. And certainly Isaac Hayes was one, and my good friend David Porter is the other.
Isaac Hayes III shared this statement online. Quote, "We repeatedly asked Donald Trump, the RNC, and his representatives not to use Hold On, I'm Coming. Donald Trump represents the worst in integrity and class with his disrespect and sexual abuse of women and racist rhetoric." The letter gives the Trump campaign until Friday to respond. For your news leader in Memphis, Shay Simon, WREG News Channel 3.
I can tell you we did reach out to the Trump campaign for a comment, but have not yet heard back.
Thank you, guys. That was the first video. I will be starting the second video, and I do agree with the family, the Isaac Hayes family. That's my stand on it. I would not want him to use my music either. Everybody have a personal opinion, and that's just mine. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the second video. Let me just get it ready for you. The second video is with 11 Alive. And so I'm going to go ahead, and that also will be in the description box as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start the second video for you. Okay, here we go, guys.
Thank you all for coming. My name is James L. Walker Jr. I'm the lead counsel for Isaac Hayes and the Isaac Hayes Estate, as well as Isaac Hayes Enterprises. I want my client, Isaac Hayes III, who I'm so proud of today. No one has ever stood up to Donald Trump like this. My co-counsels, Reginald Green, and Mr. Griggs, we've stood with this man, and he and his family stood up to Donald Trump today, and I'm very proud of him. Very proud of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. We are very grateful and happy for the decision by Judge Thrash. Donald Trump has been barred from ever playing the music of Isaac Hayes again. I couldn't ask for a better decision. I want this to serve as an opportunity for other artists to come forward that don't want their music used by Donald Trump or other political entities, and continue to fight for music, artist rights, and copyright. Any questions?
And your reaction to the judge saying that he would not ask that the videos be taken down?
That's temporary. Once we get to trial and we prove that they do not have a license, today was a preliminary injunction to stop them from using it any further. Now we'll go into an evidentiary process. My co-counsels will start discovery. You can elaborate what happens next in discovery.
So today was called the preliminary injunction, and the purpose was to stop him from any further use. The underlying case for the infringement is still proceeding forward, and we're going to take the steps necessary to ensure our client a victory.
There was a lot of conversation today just about whether or not it was actively communicated to them to stop using the song. I think you guys tried to prove over and over that you asked several times. Can you go through the steps in which you tried to get everyone's attention to stop using it, and then the subsequent use over and over?
Yeah, so this has been a 4-year process. Initially in 2022, right after the Uvalde mass shooting at the NRA convention in Houston, Donald Trump used Hold On, I'm Coming. I made a tweet that I was not pleased with that. A cease and desist was sent at that point. Over the next 4 years, he continued to use the music. After the rally here in Atlanta, James and I had a conversation, said we really got to find a way to stop him from using the music, and this was the only means to be able to do that. He was also notified by BMI at a point 100 days ago to not play the song, but he continued to play the song multiple times after he was told not to. So that's copyright infringement, textbook copyright infringement. We are the copyright holders. A lot of artists are not often in this position to stand up for their copyrights because publishing companies typically own the rights to the music, but I always want to make sure that we are able to protect my father's legacy. My father lost the rights to his music a year before I was born. That music started to come back. So after 56 years, the last thing that we were going to do is sell our copyright. And we're going to defend and continue to gather more Isaac Hayes copyrights.
You know the former president loves watching television, so he may be watching, you may see. Mm-hmm. What message would you like to send to the president if he's watching about this music, about your father's legacy?
A message to the former president?
Yeah, it's made very clear. Don't play Isaac Hayes music songs anymore.
Mr. Hayes, one of the things mentioned in court today was basically that your father isn't here to speak for himself.
Yeah.
Say whether or not he wants that song played.
Right.
How did you react to hearing that, and what do you think your father would say?
That's fine. Copyright law states that after 56 years of publication, the rights of those songs either return to the author or the heirs, which is our family. They've returned to our family. We have a right to defend and protect our copyright, and we did. Other than that, I've never wanted this song to be associated with Donald Trump in the manner that he was using it, because it was something that he used repeatedly, more than any other song at his rallies. He's been playing this song for 4 years almost, over and over again at rallies. As I've said before, my sisters are behind me. My father was a father to 7 daughters. I have 7 sisters. Donald Trump has been found liable of sexual abuse. I know my father would not want that man playing his music. Man's been found liable of sexual abuse and some of the things that he says about women, especially black women and women of color, especially in this election. And so we have to take a stand that we want to separate ourselves from someone with Donald Trump's character. This is not a political issue. This is a character issue. That's been made very clear today.
And I want to say something. Hold on a second. I want to say something to the brother who asked about the former president. If you heard the judge clearly, the judge said you need a license. And that's a very, very telling statement because there are 51, 52 plus illegal uses that do not have a license. So for a judge this morning to say that Donald Trump and Team Trump.
Okay, guys, let me just take this ad down and I will continue with the video.
The defendants who've now capitulated and said they will get us documents or they will work it out, they will pull things down. It's a very important point that the judge said you need a license under Title 17. They argued fair use, they argued political speech, they argued a bunch of things. I think their theory was we're going to just throw something out there and hope something sticks up against the wall. And it's the tactic lawyers use, where you throw something out and hope something sticks with the judge to help you get a victory. This judge, who I applaud, understood intellectual property. He understood Title 17. He understood copyright law. And by him understanding everything, he was able to tell Team Trump, you don't have a license. You don't have a license. So don't use his music anymore, period. Now that gets into us moving this case ahead. As Attorney Green and Attorney Griggs know, we'll move this case ahead now and start with discovery, depositions, and a lot of other things to basically make them pay. And the damages are in the millions. The damages are in the millions when you talk about this many willful copyright infringing songs and videos.
But if the Trump campaign were to go to BMI and get the license that the judge suggested they needed to make them still have money.
No, it's after that license has been terminated by BMI, there's any opportunity to return to use the song. And that was told to him over 100 days ago, and he continued to use the song. So there's no coming back from using the song.
And how do you respond to the suggestion in court today that this is all politically motivated on your part?
That's totally not politically motivated.
I've been doing these cases for almost 30 years. We've gotten probably 250 plus artists out of bad contracts in situations like this. This is what we do. I saw him post something on August 3rd, and I called him from Chicago and said, do you want us to handle this? And he said, please step in. So from August 3rd to September 3rd, he has shut Donald Trump down. He and the team of lawyers, Ava, Liz Gardner sitting back here quietly, our copyright administrator, Gina Ryan, there's a whole team of people. Paul Wilson, one of my associates, some associates who couldn't be here, really did a heat of work, a whole lot of work here, large amount of work, and our Howard Law students also stepped in. So I want to make sure we recognize a body of people who worked nonstop for 30 days to get a preliminary injunction on Donald Trump. That is an unheard of order by a court. It's one of the highest and hardest things you can get a court to award you. But this man got it.
In the beginning, you wanted to play a video, one piece of evidence.
Correct.
The opening was powerful. Are you disappointed that the judge didn't allow you to play the entire video?
You said it in the elevator. He played it through?
Yeah, he played it exactly where I wanted him to know that Isaac Hayes was a songwriter and had written amazing records like Hold On, I'm Coming and Soul Man for artists like Sam and Dave. And he established himself as a writer. So for people think that nobody knows that Isaac Hayes wrote Hold On, I'm Coming, that's just simply not true. He was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame along with David Porter in 2005. So very many people that know, and more importantly, the people that we do business with that could affect Donald Trump using our music know who Isaac Hayes is and who the writer of that song is.
Griggs, you want to take that one? Discovery and where we're going to go?
So again, we have to go through discovery. You have to go through the litigation process. And so it's a process. We're looking at months. But I think the message was clear here from the court that you have to follow the law. And I think in Georgia, it's repeatedly been said that nobody's above the law. They're not above copyright law. They're not above any law. And so I think a message was sent today because Mr. Hayes and his family stood up for the rights and legacy of his father. And a message was sent from a federal judge
Right.
You must stop using these works without a license. That is a powerful and profound statement from a federal judge. So we rebut the fact that there's an election coming. This is about the law mattering. And Mr. Hayes is a champion of rights. He's shown that today by being one of the first to actually have Donald Trump enjoined, ordered to stop doing something. And so that's historic. We're honored to work with him and these lawyers as we will continue on the process, but it'll take months.
Isaac, can you talk about, for those who don't know, what the significance of that song is? What does it mean? What does it mean to America? What does it mean to music? What does it mean to your family? And why would Donald Trump want to use that specific song?
I mean, I don't care about why he wanted to use it. I know that my father was, one of the pillars of Stax as a songwriter before he became an artist. He wrote songs that were the soundtrack of the 60s and the civil rights movement. Hold On, I'm Coming, and Soul Man, those records were part of that, and that's extremely important. That song is one of the gems of our catalog, and it's licensed, plenty of times every year. And that was the point about this injunction, is the fact that I don't want that song politicized in any way. That it's not about politics, but it's also about the character of the person that's using the song. And so let the song speak for itself. We don't need Donald Trump's help to highlight a song that is as classic and powerful as Hold On, I'm Coming.
And the judge also said that you couldn't prove that you were being harmed by future brands, so he wanted to use that song. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, let me answer that. He said we couldn't prove that it was irreparable and imminent. He didn't say we couldn't prove it down the line at trial. He was saying, is it something today? Okay. And obviously there's still licensing the music. So I think the judge's position was, hey, I know you're hurt, but you're still making money. You're still licensing the song. And we respect that. We could go back and forth, but we understand the judge was trying to be fair and balanced. Right. And Attorney Green pointed out some things, about the decision being fair.
Right, and the way it works is that today was to stop Donald Trump from unauthorized use of the song and to protect our right to go forward to be compensated for the use that's already been done. So at the end of the day, it's a victory across the board.
Are there any brands out there who actually use the song that you're allowed to use it?
Yeah, I mean, the song gets licensed dozens of times a year. So it's I couldn't tell you, but enormous, very powerful brands. These are always, even when we talk about the penalty for copyright infringement is $150,000. We get licenses that exceed that, sometimes double, triple that for this song. And so I want to continue to be able to do that. This is something I always say all the time, that my father lost the rights to his music. So the ability for him to actually benefit off his works was something that he never got to do. But we have a family here that never really got the opportunity to do that. We are his heirs. We have the right to continue to defend his copyright and benefit off it. We are proud of our father's legacy, that he left a legacy that's so lasting, even beyond his life, and is part of Black American culture and American culture itself. So, I'm not worried about, Trump using that song or adding any value to that.
Any other questions? Well, we thank you all for coming out. We thank the people watching at home for supporting Isaac Hayes and the family of Isaac Hayes. And I thank all my staff that are here, some in the office. I think everybody, this is just the beginning. We still have a lot of work to do. We have to go through all of these uses and show where there is no license. And I want to point out, when you put a video up and someone downloads it, now we feel that's another form of infringement. Just as if you download back in the day something on a CD or DVD, we want to go through thoroughly all of these uses and figure out where the video went from Donald Trump posted it to the internet, circus of people downloaded it, and hold him accountable for all of it as willful copyright infringement. So we thank Judge Thrash for granting our motion, and we thank all of the people who worked here and all of you who kept this story alive. It's very important. I want Mr. Griggs to talk about just artists and their interests and the rights of artists.
Actually, I want to say that myself.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I want other artists to come forward that don't want their music politicized. I know it's something that is standard done by these PROs, BMI, ASCAP, but if you don't want your music used by someone like Donald Trump, contact your performing rights organization, tell them directly that you do not want Donald Trump using your music, and they will remove your work from his ability to do so, which is what we have done. And then we've taken that step further to bar him from ever playing that song again. So I hope all the other artists that out there that have been in the news lately that have had an issue with him playing their music take this next step to bar him from using their music.
As we wrap up, we got to get back to our black jobs. We thank all of you, but I got another hearing tomorrow, so I got to get to our black job. Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Like the man says, they got to get back to their black jobs. I got to get back to my black job as a content creator. Okay? And to help me to keep this black job, I need everybody to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. If you don't know what that is, because it's a black job, let me say, do it this way. Hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. Okay? Thank you, guys. You all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.